Chapter 24. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, if thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb, which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul, when thou hast found it. Then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth, lest the Lord see it, and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from him. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. He that saith unto the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them. Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not with thy lips. Say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to the man according to his work. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it, and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. In chapter 24, verse 3, Through wisdom is an house builded. Through counsel from wise people who have done it before, you can build your house. And by understanding is the house established. Now, this is 2 things we're talking about here. The house, by wisdom, the house is builded. It could be that we're talking the physical building of the house. Or it could be the physical, not the physical building of the house, but the establishment of the family. That both of those, in order to be done well, take wisdom. Who are you going to select as your bride, your companion? Where are you going to build your home? How are you going to build it? How big is it going to be? Are you going to have room to expand? All of these things are wisdom. And by understanding, it is established. Understanding the it is not just the house, but the home and the family established. If all you did was build a house, you really haven't done much, because anybody can build a house. But if you're going to establish a family organization that's going to carry on forever, then you've done something really worthwhile. That takes understanding. Now, it says in verse 6, "For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war." If you're involved in war, you want wise counsel as to what to do. And in a multitude of counselors there is safety, because the more people you have, the more varying points of view, the more experience you will have. And if these are wise counselors, their experience will be wise. Their advice will be wise. It says in verse 7, "Wisdom is too high for the fool." That means it's too elevated for the fool to think of. "He openeth not his mouth in the gate." And that in the gate of the city was where all the elders, all the community leaders were. So, and that's where the wisdom was supposed to be. So he would not go there to open his mouth to talk, because it would be obvious how much of a fool he was. He would talk in other places where he wouldn't be immediately compared with people in comparison to whom he would look really stupid. "If thou faint in the day," verse 10, "if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." Everybody's going to have adversity. Everybody's going to have challenges. You don't want to faint in the day of adversity, because that is an indication that you have no strength at all. No drive, no determination, no character. That's what it means. Now, it says in verse 11, "If thou forbear," that means choose not to, "deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not. Doth not he that pondereth the heart, doesn't God consider what you said and what you did? And he that keepeth thy soul, God, doth he not know that you are lying? And shall he not render every man according to his works?" You can pretend whatever you want, but you can't pretend to God. Verse 15, "Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief." Wicked people have the just man has a tendency to sometimes fall, sometimes have problems. But the wicked, when they fall hard. Then it says in verse 17, "Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth." Okay? Your enemies will probably stumble, but just remember, it says in verse 18, "Lest the Lord see it, and it displease him that you were happy that this man had a problem, and he turned away his wrath from him, and turned his wrath to you." That's the connotation here. "Fret," bother is what it means. "Fret not, bother not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out." This life is just part of the overall life. Okay, you will be looked after. There is life after this life, and you will be looked after. They may seem to have something now, but they won't for eternity, and eternity is a whole lot longer than this life is. "He that saith unto the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse." In other words, if you are, as a judge, and you say to somebody who is accused of stealing, "You didn't steal," the people will curse you. They will recognize, they will know whether or not what you said was honest. "But to them that rebuke him that was not righteous shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them." So if you're honorable in your judgments, then you will be blessed. "Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth the right answer." Well, this isn't literal, but basically what he's saying is he will say good things to him. Kiss his lips would be to say good words to the person who gives the right answer.